even if you don't know what brain fog is, there's a big chance that you've experienced it before, and there may be a few ways to overcome it. So brain fog.
Yeah, so Tuesday.
So every day of my life.
Yeah.
It's something that happens, let's say you have a lot going on, you have a lot of different responsibilities you have to take care of, professional, personal, specific goals for self-improvement.
Social media.
Sure.
Takes up time.
And it's just a lot of things coming at you in your brain, and you don't know what to do with it. You can't sort through it. It's just cluttering you up mentally. What do you do?
Move to a desert island. No, I mean, there are apparently a lot of things that you can do, but none of them are something I think that's really possible for certain people in the modern age, like unplugging.
We can get to it. I mean, the American Psychological Association conducted a recent study that found that a lot of people do feel this tension, this mental tension, and it's been upticking specifically for the younger generation.
And me.
And well, I mean, people who have to navigate this system of, working. It's not as easy as it used to be. You don't just go to college and then you have a job waiting for you and then it's easy to buy a house. It doesn't work that way anymore. And you have to do a lot of extra things, especially if you are an overachiever and maybe you're in school and you need to get your exams done and you need to
pay for tuition.
And you need to work on your job and you need to maintain a social life and you want to stay in shape and you want to do all the things right, but it's all time consuming and it can be overbearing mentally. So Dr. Mike Dow is a psychotherapist and the author of Heal Your Drained Brain, and he has a few ideas of what's causing this. A little bit of need for perfection gets there. Apparently, social media is a big part of this because when, according to him, you would look at your social media feeds and maybe see someone who's an influencer or a very well put together friend, and you just want to meet that level of perfection.
Yeah, and the irony is probably that person has airbrushed their own photos and isn't probably as together as you think they are, and so you're comparing yourself to something that isn't actually real. You're comparing yourself to pictures.
There's also the idea, according to him, especially in the case of students, that people that they have impossible schedules and they're taking stimulants like caffeine, like Adderall, like other drugs that are maybe not meant for them. And it's hard for me to begrudge you for it because you need to be very productive to stay on top of things. And it's just, what do you sacrifice? Where's the limit? And what seems to get sacrificed is your mental health. And that is where the brain fog comes in. The overwhelming nature of what is happening and the stress and the physical toll all combining together to cause a less than ideal situation when you're striving toward the ideal.
Yeah. Well, but I mean, it's really difficult because, like, say you've got, like, for us, social media is part of our job. I
am very bad at it. I feel like I'm healthier for it.
I am on it all the time, all the time. But like, if you think about, okay, so I run a website, I work for a website, I'm writing a book, I've written other books, I do shows, I'm never done. And so one of the things that they mentioned as a symptom of this is disappearing, and like no one will see me for 6 months. And so one of the things, it's not really on here, that has sort of helped me is that I have to take half a day, one day on the weekend, where I do not sit in front of my computer. I cannot do it. I mean, I'm literally writing a book now by walking and talking into my phone, but I'm outside, there are birds and I can hear them, even if I'm not looking at them.
It's hard for me to want to peel away. I like having my phone out.
Yeah, I do too.
And it makes people around me angry, but I do like it.
I'm not angry at you.
So basically how this works is with all of these mounting pressures and a physical toll and a mental toll, your brain is going to pile up on cortisol, and you will see a lack of certain other feel-good hormones or chemicals such as serotonin and dopamine, which makes your brain not feel very motivated to get through the harder tasks you have ahead of you, or not be able to even navigate the thoughts about those, the heavier thoughts. So Dr. Dow says that the way to fix this is similar to what you said, is to give yourself a little me time. And that sounds like, oh, I don't need that. But you kind of do. You do need to get your sleep, and you do need to eat your damn vegetables and drink your water. And I know that sounds boring, but that's the solution.
It's weird though, if you sit at a computer all day to find out how little water you actually drink. So like things like this, like I have a big jug of water that I will drink during the day. And if I do not finish it, I will stay up until I do. And scheduling it seems to be the easiest way to do it. Like if you say, okay, on Saturday evening, I will do something for myself. I don't care what it is, or at least 3 times this week, I'm going to see the sun. I mean, those are things that have to be scheduled in, because if you can't unplug any other way, then you got to actually write it down on the date book. Did I just say write it down? I'm 107 years old. I mean,
okay.
Type it somewhere. That's what I mean. Don't use pens. What are those?
Bullet journals are making a big comeback, or bullet journals are making the art of writing a big comeback. I'm left-handed. I don't know why I'm doing this. Audience, do you feel yourself getting brain fog at times? Try the suggestions from Dr. Dow and see if they work for you at all. And please let us know how it goes below, and like and subscribe for more.